IG-TheLaFlareLounge.
It's him.
What up, YouTube? It's the Top G. And if you're not subscribed to the LaFlare Lounge, then you better tap in now.
What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy IG-TheLaFlare, and welcome to the LaFlare Lounge. With it now, Kevin Hart has been catching a lot of flack ever since they had the roast of Kevin Hart on TV. And the premise of this roast, which I have been watching probably for over a decade, is it's kind of like they're celebrating the person who is the subject of the roast by roasting him, like literally annihilating him. And he sits there through it, and it's a lot of distasteful jokes that go on, but you got to sit there and take it, and it's recorded live. So you have to understand that you have to have a really thick skin to watch these roasts. Well, a lot of people didn't like Tony Hinchcliffe's set on the roast of Kevin Hart, particularly the George Floyd joke at the end of the set, where he said, "Black people are so proud of you, especially someone like George Floyd, who is looking up at you right now and is laughing so hard that he can't breathe." You know what that means, man. Looking up would assume that he's somewhere in hell. And on top of that, he's saying that he can't breathe. That's a play off of the actual murder of George Floyd and why he was murdered. Now, a lot of people saw this joke as very, very, very distasteful. And a lot of people say, hey, this is a roast. This is what comedy is. It's a dark side. It's dark humor to it. Hey, and Kevin Hart came to actually clear up things, because he's been receiving a lot of backlash and a lot of pressure to speak out about this situation. And today he went on the Breakfast Club and he addressed it. And I'm not sure if this really made anything any better, to be honest with you. And I cannot show these clips. That's why I'm trying to describe them in detail to you guys, because Netflix and YouTube are competing with each other. So anything that is tied to Netflix will not be able to be shown on YouTube. Now, from what I gathered, when they asked Kevin Hart, hey, listen, why didn't you say something or stand up for our people when this joke was being done? And he said, you know what, man, this was a live production. I just couldn't stop live production and be emotional. And this is what the roasts are about. He essentially said that these comics are the ones who said these jokes. They're going to have to be the ones that have to deal with it. Tony Hinchcliffe, he's going to have to deal with that joke. He said it, not me. And I agree. I know a lot of people are mad at Kevin Hart, and that's just a lose-lose situation, man. I've been watching these roasts, and I know how these go, right? So essentially, he said that he gets that this was kind of like a smack in the face to our culture, or like our culture is not going to like that joke. But essentially, if you are part of this Comedy Central roast like culture, if this is something that you're seasoned and privy to, then you understand what's about to come with this. Racist jokes are a part of it. He's saying this happened way before I was doing it. This was happening with the Tom Brady roast. I've seen this happening with the Justin Bieber roast. Like, these are gonna be some jokes that are really gonna ruffle some feathers. That's part of the Comedy Central roast. So in my opinion, it's kind of like, hey man, you gotta know what you're doing when you watch this. I think that comedy, though, has gotten to a point where you're not always gonna be protected under the premise of like, hey, I'm a comedian, I should be able to say whatever I want. People ain't going for that no more. I know if somebody was to say a joke about the J-Dubs, that's what I call them, the Jewish people, the Jewish community, they not going for it. I know if there was some jokes to be said about the other cultures, Asian culture, Hispanic culture, maybe if it was offensive enough, people ain't going for it. And this was one of those ones, man. You saying, you taunting and joking about somebody who had a tragic death in our culture that really hurt us, and we had to watch that live. You're really tippy-toeing on that. And if that's the route you want to go, that means to me that Tony Hinchcliffe knows whatever consequences come with that, he's got to be willing to accept. That's just my personal opinion. But that's why I didn't watch it, because I already knew what comes with it. And, you know, I figured it'll be some clips, something going on. And I'll react to it later. And that's exactly what I did when I saw this Tony Hinchcliffe one, man. I'm not sure that a lot of people that are complaining about this are privy to it. So, I mean, this just come with it. At this point, this is part of the react. This is what I think Tony Hinchcliffe wanted, because this has overshadowed the whole set. They talked about his kids. They talked about everybody, man. It was no holds barred, but that was the one that took the cake. Now, what did make Kevin Hart look a little funny in the light was that Lauren LaRosa, part of the Breakfast Club team, she said, yo, I talked to George Floyd's brother. He's met you before. And he was saying how, you know, he wasn't a fan of the joke. And then Kevin Hart cuts Lauren LaRosa off and basically says, hey, I just want to let you know, I'm never going to watch that interview. I'm never going to sit there and watch that interview. And that gave people the ammo to say, well, you sat there and listened to these people roast you for 3 hours and disrespect you, but yet you can't watch an interview where somebody may have been offended or may have felt the type of way about a joke that was said on your program, like on under your watch. Now, ex-NBA player and podcaster of All the Smoke podcast, Steven Jackson, has kind of been like the forefront spokesman for George Floyd, because they actually had a personal relationship. And he was saying that, yo, I'm not even mad at Kevin Hart, man, because people were asking him, because they know that he had a relationship. He said, I'm not mad at Kevin Hart, man. I'm mad at the guy who said the joke. That's not how I get down, but I do understand that Kev was put in a position to where it's like he's not supposed to get up and just interrupt the program. And so he's saying I'm mature enough and I understand enough that, yo, like, I can't be mad at Kev. I'm mad at Tony Hinchcliffe.
Kev did reach out to me. I've been knowing Kev a long time, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been knowing Kev a long time. And it kind of came off as he made it sound like I agreed with the bullshit. I agreed with the bullshit of the roast. No, I did not. I didn't agree with the joke. When he called me, he was basically calling me out of respect as friends. And basically, I cut him off. I know what a roast is. I understand what a roast is. I watch him. I love him. I watch him. I love comedy. I love Kevin. I'm a fan of Kevin. That's my homeboy. I've been knowing him a long time. But the only thing I wanted to express to Kev was it's a lot of people like me that's under the old law that I would never laugh at no joke about dead people. Anytime somebody demeans the dead, it turns my stomach, because it's the lowest thing you can do. When they made the jokes about his family, that shit wasn't funny to me either, because it shows that you're not as talented as you are when you got to pick on people that can't defend themselves, right? So for me, I just let him know that he just had to understand that ain't everybody's flavor. Everybody don't laugh at that shit, because some of us still have morals. I still say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. I still open doors for people. You know what I'm saying? I still respect my elders. So joking on anybody, Charlie Kirk, anybody. And Charlie Kirk talked about George Floyd. But I would never laugh at somebody talking about somebody that got killed or somebody that's not here, bro. So demeaning the dead at any point, at any time, is never funny to me, regardless who it is. You know what I'm saying? And I had to let him know that. Am I mad at him? No, I ain't mad at him. He didn't say it. I sent a DM to the motherfucker who said it, directed dead at him. Kevin didn't say it. I understand business. I understand what he had going on. I didn't expect Kev to jump up there and say, no. I don't expect people to take up for me. You know what I'm saying? That's just not realistic. You got to be grown. You got to be realistic. I understand he was at a roast, so that wasn't Kevin's place to jump up there and say, no, you can't say that. They said all kind of shit, bro. But my hate is directed strictly at who said it.
Now, ex-rapper and podcaster Nori out of Drink Champs, he has some words for Steven Jackson, because he's saying he doesn't keep the same energy.
Big Goofy, where you at, Big Goofy? You don't got none of that smoke with nobody else, Big Goofy. Big Goofy. That white man disrespected who you claim to be your brother, and you ain't got no smoke. Oh, you cool with Kevin Hart. You cool with Ye. You cool with everybody. But when it's a black man, but you ain't got no smoke for that white man. You want all the smoke. Remember, all the smoke. But you ain't got, you want a little bit of smoke. Goofy, you're disappointing me. And I got your back. Because that joke wasn't good. That was not it. That was not it. But Goofy, you said nothing. You let us all down, Goofy. Big Goofy. Now it's on you, Big Goofy. No. We want you to have all the smoke. Not just a little bit. Goofy.
Now, I seen Steven Jackson say that he directly DM'd Tony Hinchcliffe. I don't know what was said. I don't know to the extent how far he went. In my personal opinion, I don't agree with Nori. I think that Steven Jackson was very understanding in that point, and maybe it is because they had a personal relationship and it's a respect thing. He's saying that, yo, Kevin Hart called me to explain, but he didn't have to explain. I kind of already get the gist of this. Listen, bad jokes happen, man. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Bad jokes happen. And I respect our culture standing up for George Floyd and saying what they say. But I also get the part where Kevin Hart is saying, listen, I get that our culture, we don't play that. We're not playing that. But at the same time, I know what comes with this. And I happen to agree, man. Like I said, I've been watching these roasts too long. So what I will say, man, the ultimate solution for this to me would be let Tony Hinchcliffe deal with whatever comes with that. Also, what I'll say is I think that Kevin Hart, he got to understand too that he's going to catch the backlash. And we all got to understand like what comes with it. But at the same time, I would just recommend anybody that's watching these roasts, don't watch it if you can't take the disrespect that comes with it. Just take a pass on it. That's the best solution in my personal opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think down below in the comments, man. Do y'all agree? Let me know something, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. Make sure I hit that hype button. We out, baby. Boom.
IG-TheLaFlareLounge.
It's him.